On today's video, Alliance Help System Improvements thing. On this video, we're going to talk about what happened, what it means, what it does, what it is. What's the implications of it, good or bad, on the game? What can be done to potentially change this if this is bad, and it is. And what's the future of Rise of Kingdoms with this? This video might be a bit long, it might be a bit loaded, but I really appreciate if you went to get some popcorn or just sat down somewhere comfortable and listen through it, because I believe we have a solution. So sit back, drop a like on the video, and let's go. Hey there YouTube, welcome back to Gekko Gaming. Before we start, I'm a sponsored content creator by Rise of Kingdoms. If you enjoy the content, consider liking the video and of course subscribing to the channel for daily Rise of Kingdoms content. We can go over this video on tomorrow's stream, Saturday 4 p.m. UTC. See you guys there. I really want to hear you guys and what you guys got to say, and ladies too. So come through to the stream, let's chat. I always reply to my chat and always read you guys out, so come out. The one thing I want to ask of you is to watch this video through the end, because it's going to be a little bit loaded and there will be some parts that I'm sure that some people will take either offense to, get very upset with, disagree with altogether, and all that stuff. And the first instinct is when that happens is to just stop the video, dislike, unsubscribe, go say mad crap on social medias, and this guy's a moron. And you never listen to the end. I'd appreciate it if you guys listen till the end, because once you do, that moment of rage will go away as you'll understand it. Now, I didn't write anything. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at like a piece of paper that tells me like the round of a CSGO match that I had a nice highlight on. It's on the Instagram if you want to see it. I'm trying to kind of pick my words, not because I don't want to rage, right? I can be mad. I can be furious. I am furious. I was furious. When I saw this, I was like, pfft, and I stopped playing the game for that day. All of that goodness and pitchforks and herd mentality and go and boycott and disconnect and kill the game and death of the game and all that is noise. All that is you guys wasting your energy. Because, and here's where you guys click off and leave. At the end of the day, Rise of Kingdoms is a game made by Lilith Gaming, and Lilith Gaming have already told us more than once what is something that will cause change, and that is data. By boycotting, raging, and doing all that's been done lately, you're not hitting the spot that makes Lilith go, well, damn. You're just causing what's known in Crisis Management 101 as the storm. And when the storm is hitting, in Crisis Management 101, the first class in Crisis Management is when it's storming out, you buckle down, you let the storm pass, and then you deal with the fallout. Because you can't stop the storm from happening. And so right now we're at the peak of the storm. And I don't want to waste my energy and your time spinning the air, because what's the point? And so here is what we're doing. What this did, if you don't know what happened here and why the outrage is going on, if you're watching this way later in the future or even right now, Lilith have a system that is called helps. Essentially, your alliance mates can help you to either build buildings, research researches, or heal troops. When you have your alliance center at level 25, you can get a maximum of 30 helps. Now, the least amount of time one help can decrease from whatever you're doing. So the way helps work is every time someone clicks help, a little bit of time out of your waiting time goes away. And the least amount of time that goes away is 3 minutes per help. So what folks in Rise of Kingdoms have been doing up until now is they've been healing troops up to the maximum amount of helps they have times 3 worth of minutes. So if you have 30 helps available, that's 90 minutes worth of healing. If you have 25 minutes available, then that is 75 minutes worth of healing. And then they heal that amount of troops, ask for helps, and when the 30 helps come, those heals instantly happen instead of having to wait that full period of time. That's how it was. And what ended up happening is during a kingdom versus kingdom, and apologies to TSS for not being part of this. You guys caught me in the middle of recording. Sorry, guys. But shout out to them. During a KVK, a combination of 2 very deadly bots ruined the experience of a few kingdoms. We all are already aware of the very big situation with resource farm bots, which are essentially selling resources to people or farming for people with bots. And now there was also a bot that was clicking helps. And when you have 30 of those in your alliance that click helps at a stupendous rate, and you have 2 billion of each resource because you have bot accounts gathering for you, what ends up happening is that you can fight on the open field for as long as you want, because all you do is you heal the 90 minutes worth of troops, and they heal, they heal, they heal, they heal, they heal. If you think that your alliance is coordinated and everybody got online at the same time and everybody's clicking helps, you guys have no idea how quickly those bots heal. As quick as you can click on ask for help, that's as fast as they heal, period. And it caused a massive problem because 100,000 tier 4s on the open field would last forever because they'd instantly heal and come back, instantly heal and come back, instantly heal and come back, and it was impossible to fight them. And so Lilith had to make a step and stop this and stop this now. And their decision was to put a cap on healing. Now, the first controversial thing that you guys are going to get very mad at for sure that I'm going to say is that we know that Lilith is not very good at communicating. That's not new. I don't know if this is the end of it. Who told you that while this was implemented, the speed up rate of healing speed ups drops have gone up by like 500%? We don't know this yet. It's too fresh for us to know whether only this happened or more things behind the scenes happen, which will now make healing more doable with speed ups than with helps, and that way you get rid of the bots. We don't know this yet. Maybe that's step 2 of this process. Maybe what Lilith had to do is they had to stop the bleeding right now with whatever they had available, which was this quick fix, and they'll add another extra layer into this as quickly as possible as they come up with a better solution. We don't know if this is just like the boat is getting filled with water and what they did is like put their hand on the hole and like, all right guys, what the hell do we do now? We don't know this, okay? So I'm not defending them. About half of you are now commenting, oh, he's a Lilith employee, Lilith spokesman. No. But I do want to give them a small benefit of the doubt before raging. And so keep that in mind as one thing, okay? Now let's pretend that that's not a thing, except it could be, but for the sake of it, put it to the side for now. That's a small fruit for thought. Hey, someone picked up a shrine of some sort. What's the implications on Rise of Kingdoms for this situation? There are 3 main implications. The first one is free to play, low spenders, and medium spenders in the game. You're screwed. You're gonna have with this amount of helps, you can get the full 30 helps 33 times ish, which means you'll be able to heal about, let's say, 120,000 tier 5s and maybe 150,000 tier 4s. Let's call it that just for the sake of it. A day, and that's it. From there, you're going to have to wait it out. One small asterisk I want to add is that for the record, if you heal a bigger amount of troops, the 30 helps are not 3 minutes each. The bigger the amount of heals, the amount of time that you need to wait, the helps are actually bigger. So if you heal, I believe, like 24 hours, it might take off like 6 hours off of it rather than 90 minutes. Just an FYI. But at the end of the day, once you run out of helps for healing, you're dead in the water. And that sucks. The second implication that this causes is, you guys think the free-to-play players are getting wrecked? Have you considered the whales for a moment? Yeah, they spend a ton of money, sure. But now they're going to have to spend either even more money to get speed-ups, or their money is going to be worth less now because instead of using the speed-ups to train troops, they're now going to have to use the same exact speed-ups to heal. And now it's like, well, I used to be able to do this with my speed-ups, and now all I can do is this because I need to heal. So the whales are getting hurt too. It's not only the free-to-play players. Everybody's getting hurt out of this. And this is my point number 3. The ecosystem of Rise of Kingdoms is going to get hurt. The reason it's going to get hurt is because we're going to see either a complete decrease on the intensity of fights, or people are just going to run out of gas and leave. And that's going to be that. Those are the 3 main implications of this change as of right now. But let's dig deep even further and talk about our reaction and what the attempt of accomplishment here is. What we're trying to do here is figure out how this can be either reverted or changed in a way that is more fair to the community. And I'm going to tell you 2 things straight up. I watched Dragothian's video yesterday, which was fantastic about this topic. You guys should definitely go check it out. And I also watched Chisco's video. And these are 2 very prominent content creators in the community. And I'll tell you this. We're not your champions for a change. And I don't want your suggestions, because it's not your job. You're here to have fun. We're here to have fun. The game is supposed to be fun. It's not for us to suggest solutions. It's for us to enjoy the game. And so I'm not going to ask of you any of that. I also don't think that there is a clear image on what content creators are in Rise of Kingdoms, and so I want to clear that off for you guys very quickly. A lot of you, and I got a specific comment on my video yesterday, which was all like, we need you guys content creators to help us. What you guys in the community seem to not realize is that the difference between a content creator in Rise of Kingdoms, a sponsored content creator in Rise of Kingdoms, and a player is that we have access to some Lilith folks to talk to directly if for whatever situations per se. Like, we have a person that answers our questions from support, and we have the people we talk to from Lilith about being a sponsored content creator. But that's it. We don't get updates ahead of time. We don't know what's coming next. We learn information the same way you do. And Lilith have made it very clear to us more than once that what they want us to do is they want us to show the game as players and not as insiders. Back in the day, when Gekko leaks was a thing, I did have some inside information. But due to things that happen between then and now, which we're not going to go into, Lilith changed how they want content creators to be. And anyone who tells you we can cause a change is filling you with hope. At the end of the day, what we are is we are you guys who make content, who make videos. That's it. That's what we do. And so I'm not saying there's nothing we can do. I will give you a solution because I have one. I have a solution that I know will work. I want to tell you what doesn't work first, though. Pitchfork and knives will never, and torches will never work. Like I mentioned to you guys, Crisis Management 101. When the storm is happening, you buckle down, you let the storm pass, and you deal with the fallout. That's Crisis Management 101. And right now, the storm is going crazy. What's also not going to work is boycotts, stop spending, stop playing. All that doesn't work either. And I'll tell you why it doesn't work. It doesn't work for the exact reason that I mentioned earlier. This is a game that we come to have fun in. None of y'all are activists. None of your lives will change by putting in the energy and effort it takes for a la révolution and whatever not. This is a game. We're not here to protest. We're here to play the game and have fun while doing it, right? And I know some of you are getting mad by now, but please stick with me because I have a solution that will work. I promise to you. The final thing that will not work is thinking that this will kill the game. And I'll explain why. Up until the 24th, there is, let's pretend, 10 million players in Rise of Kingdoms, okay? That number is growing every single day. The first 10 million have experienced something. But the next 10 million will come into the game with this being a thing, and they will not know any better. So no, this will not kill free-to-play players. And no, this will not kill the game. Because the next generation of Rise of Kingdom players will just come in with this. What it might kill is the first generation, sure. But the game is at a growing pace where if we kill the first generation, it's life. There's more generations coming in. So how do we, as people who knew what was better before this, can make a change? Lilith mentioned more than once how they like to make decisions. Lilith liked to make decisions by data-driven information. Sentiment is great, but everybody has a different sentiment at every other hour. As an example, yesterday on stream, or Wednesday on stream, someone came in cussing me out, that I'm garbage, that I'm all that. And by the time I was done talking to him, instead of muting him, blocking him, and that's it, I got to talk to him. And by the end of our conversation, he went and he literally said, "You've converted a hater." And the reason it happened was because I played the game the way he wanted me to play the game, and I beat him at it. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Shout out to you. You know who you are. We need to do the same thing. You guys want to change? Excellent. This is how we make the change. Lilith wants data. Let's give them the data. Lilith set a new rule into Rise of Kingdoms. This is your daily cap. This is what Lilith wants you to do. Do it. Get to 1,000 helps a day and stop. Stopping to spend or pitchforking crazy will not work. But what will work is if in the next KVK, you go to here and then you stop. And then when they compare the data of your kingdom in last KVK and in this KVK, and they see a decrease of 40% of activity because this destroyed the activity in the game, that's how the game will change. You have to realize that they control the game. The board is theirs. They set the terms. You sign the terms of service to play the game. And so you want change, play their game, and beat them at it. I don't mean play the game like play Rise of Kingdoms. I mean, they set up a situation. Let's show them that we can play this situation, that the situation is bad. But the way we do that is by giving them concrete data. And that concrete data will come as followed. If you used to lose 10 million troops on KVK, you're a crazy spender, or 1 million troops on KVK, this coming KVK, you'll lose only 600,000 because you couldn't heal that much more, therefore you were less active and therefore less died. And now Lilith will have the data that they need to prove that the sentiment is also backed by real actions, and that's how we make a change. What you need to realize is that the actions you guys think you're taking by boycotting, by getting mad, by pitchforks, and all that stuff is not real actionable action. Actionable action is activity in the game. You guys want change? Play Lilith's game. And that is take this cap, get to the cap, and stop. And that'll tell them that, hey, we want to play more. We used to play more, but you capped us. So now we don't play more. You want us to play more? Take the cap off. Very simple. This is how we beat them, ladies and gentlemen. You don't beat them by getting mad or refunding and all that stuff. That's not actionable. You're going to put a small dent in there in today, and then in a week, all that will be forgotten. And so what? Here is the plan, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to keep playing Rise of Kingdoms because we enjoy this game. Because we have friends in our alliance and in our community that we're part of. But Lilith have capped our activity. So let's do it. Let's prove to them that this is wrong by playing the game they want us to play it. And that is slow down our KVKs, decrease the intensity of things. It might make things a bit more boring. And we might even lose a KVK or two, you know, because someone on the other side will be like, F that, I prefer to win over everything and just not care. For the record, there's plenty of those out there in this community. And so if you're not committed to the change, then you're going to keep spending more. And so actionable actions go out the window. If you guys are meaningfully wanting to make this change, let's do what Lilith wants us to do. They've capped our activity. Let's cap it. And I'll tell you what, less troops being healed means less troops are warring, means less troops are dying, means less need for commanders, means less need for speed ups, means less need for training, means less need for spending. That's how it goes. They will figure out by your actions how this was wrong. And the way they will is by seeing that they capped our activity, and as a result, their in-game activity went down drastically. And then they will have to come up with a better answer. Not us. It's not up to you guys to champion a solution. It's not up to us. It's not our job. It's not what we're here for. I'm here to play a mobile game, for crying out loud. I'm not here to champion a solution. I'm here to tell you, you are the champions. You are the power. You are the voice. You are the people, not me as a content creator. All I do is I sit in front of a webcam and talk to you guys. What power do I have? You guys are tripping if you think that I can have the voice of 26,000 subscribers who can very easily drop their activity down so that it has meaningful impact on the data Lilith sees, and therefore they will make that change. Be the change you want to see in the world. As simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I have to say. Do I like this? I don't. Does that encourage me to fight harder? It doesn't. Not that I fight anyway, right? Gekko farmer, apparently. Haters gonna hate. Play their game, guys. Trust. I'm telling you. Let the data of you guys not playing the game the way you used to play be reflected on their bottom line. And that's how change is done. Don't waste your energy swirling the air in the storm. They're right now down in the bunker, and you're just wasting your energy. And that's a shame. That's my thoughts. That's my opinions. That's what I think about all of this. I feel like we can actually make meaningful change. But you don't make meaningful change by trying to burn down the house, because the house is insured. The way you make meaningful change is to make sure that the house understands that what they're doing is burning themselves in the house. And when they do that, insurance doesn't cover anything. I'm Gekko. I'm out of here. I appreciate every one of you watching this video, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. Let's make this happen. Let's, unfortunately, slow down our pace. Let's, unfortunately, slow down the intensity of wars. Let's, unfortunately, war less. And let's show Lilith in data that this was a terrible idea. I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. Have a good weekend and take care. See you tomorrow on Saturday where we can discuss this more. 4 p.m. UTC, maybe 4:15 p.m. UTC. We'll go over all of this and more on stream. Peace.